What the fuck is up, y'all? UFC 323 going down this weekend. Although it looks like I'm talking through a mic, my mic doesn't work anymore. So no laptop experience today. We're going over the phone. But it looks like I've got a decent layout here, but I'm ready to get into it. 14 fights on the card. I'm going to tell you exactly who's going to win every single one. There was 14 fights. Last card, I only got one wrong. Ready to sweep the card for the first time ever? Question mark. Starting off with the first one right now. Am I looking good? No, of course I am. Naimov versus Mairon Santos. Early prelim opener. I'm going to be going Mairon Santos by decision. Just think he is a little bit better than Naimov. He's 25. Only going to be getting better. This is his third fight in the UFC now. Robbed Francis Marshall. Then good fight against Sadiq Yusuf. Like, does Naimov beat Sadiq Yusuf? I'm not too sure. And I just don't think Naimov's that good. Decision against Karnofli, decision against Bogdangrad. You see raw talent out of Mairon Santos. It's like, damn, this guy's really good. Which I feel like Muhammad Naimov is just one of those Tajik guys, strong, decent grappling, just decent pace, but nothing special about him. I'm going to pick the 25-year-old who I reckon is making rapid improvements every time out to get this one done by decision, just landing the slicker shit, not getting held down on the mat or anything like that. And I think he gets this one across the distance, maybe drops around 29-28. But no, 30-27 for Mairon Santos. Maybe drops Naimov in a moment, but he looks like he's got a granite jaw. So no, Mairon Santos wins by decision. We move on to the next one, which is Mansur Abdul Malik versus Antonio Troccoli. I will be going Mansur Abdul Malik to win this one. He is a bit of a can crusher. They've only given him cans. They think he's a Tabor Gutierrez, but he isn't. He's just some fucking black schmuck. And that makes sense. That makes sense. But Mansur Abdul Malik wins this one by KO in the first, but he often likes to take his time. Got Nick Klein out of there in the second. Got Brundage out of there in the third, which then got overturned. He is not very good at all. I really don't think this guy is very good. But I'll pick him to knock out Troccoli in the first. Why not? If he lets us down and does it in the second, then so be it. He does it in the second. Ibo Aslan versus Iwo Baranwieski is the next fight. I'm going to be taking Ibo Aslan here as an underdog. I think he wins. He's 6'3". He's 14-3 as his record. And he's taking on a debuting 6-0 guy who's had a lot of amateur fights, but is a little bit green when it comes to the pro scene. He's also younger. He's 27. Ibo Aslan's 29, so I just like someone who's had 3 UFC fights, they're 29, needs a bit of a bounce back, rather than the debuting Polish guy, 6-0, who upset on the Contender Series as a big underdog, but there was a reason he's an underdog. Like, he's not crazy good. A lot of people are mentioning that he's got grappling in his back pocket, but we haven't seen it. You just know that's his credentials. How many times have people with credentials let you down before? He's coming off 4 first-round KOs, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 20 seconds. So he's falling in love with the hands. So you've got to knock out Ibo Aslan. I just don't see that. Ibo Aslan's very big, granite jaw, good boxing himself, good power. Got to be making a bit of improvement. So is Iwo, but I think this is just a debut that you're going to drop. Also, he's undefeated. So usually you lose your O. A lot of people drop their debut. So I'm going to pick Ibo Aslan to upset Iwo Baranwieski by decision. By decision, Ibo Aslan wins. By decision, maybe he knocks out Iwo. Also, he had a very lackluster fight in his last one, so he's got to make better. And Ibo Aslan wins this one as an underdog. You're welcome for that. You're welcome. All right, Edson Barboza takes on Jalin Turner. I'm going to go Jalin Turner by knockout. You know what? I'm actually going to go Jalin Turner by submission. Submission via Darce choke. Or what's that choke that he usually gets? Anaconda? Because I swear he dropped, who did he drop? Brad Riddell? Rear naked him. And rear naked, right hook, mounted Gilly. I reckon he's going to drop Edson, follow him to the ground, and submit him. That's what I'm going to say. Round 1 submission for Jalin Turner. Drops Edson badly with a right hand, follows him to the ground, but then decides to submit him. Jalin Turner's done that a few times where he's dropped someone and submitted them. And I was at work today and I was like, fuck it. He's going to submit him. Yeah, that's what I think. So I'm going to go submission. But first round finish, I think Jalin gets him down in the first round. He's 30, coming back obviously from retirement. That didn't last very long. Maybe he goes on a Cejudo retirement arc and never wins again. But I think he should beat Edson Barboza, who just got rocked by Drakkar Klose and lost to Drakkar Klose. Jalin beats Drakkar Klose. Jalin wins. Jalin wins. First round, finish, submission. But maybe KO and maybe I'm reaching with a submission. But no, submission. All right, Marvin Vettori takes on Bruno Ferreira in the next fight on the prelims. And I'm going to go Bruno Ferreira by knockout in round 1. I reckon he knocks out Marvin Vettori, who is very, very hittable, taking a lot of damage, rocked and hurt and beaten up by Brendan Allen. Now, you could say, like, he just lost a decision to Brendan Allen. Bruno Ferreira is not Brendan Allen level. Allen's good, then went on to beat RDR and TKO him, you know. But I just don't like what I see, like getting tagged a lot by Dvalishvili, tagged a lot by Brendan Allen, tagged all the time by anyone he's ever versed ever. I just think if Bruno Ferreira's going to tag you, in this fight especially, maybe back in the day he would have eaten Bruno shots like something funny that people eat, Cheerios, I don't know. Fuck. Sorry. But Bruno Ferreira, by first round KO, I just don't see him eating the shots that Bruno can let off. Bruno's got ridiculous power in his hands. Hulk. Marvin's actually younger, which is a little bit surprising because it's like, it feels like we're picking the young bull to beat the old dog, but Marvin's younger. Like, what world are we in? But just because Marvin's younger doesn't mean that I feel like he's gone. I feel like his best days are behind him. Looked good against Costa and decent against Izzy, but now is getting slaughtered by Dvalishvili. Not slaughtered, but styled on a little bit. I just think Bruno Ferreira is going to win this one by first round knockout in the first 2 minutes or something. Just big right hand, stiffens Vettori. No, like folds him back, no, drops him down, and then follow-ups, TKOs him. He doesn't go out, and that's like everyone's, he didn't go out, but it is his first knockout. Sort of like how Matt Frivola eventually got chinned by Drew Dober for the first time. And that was like, whoa, you know, and he just caught him and TKO'd him. And then we were like, no, Drew could have kept going, but he was a little bit bad. I feel like that would be the same. Like, Vettori comes right back, but it's over. All right, Bruno Ferreira, first round KO in the first 2 minutes. All right, moving on to the next prelim. Ziam versus Nazim Sadykhov. I really like Nazim Sadykhov, you know this. But I'm going to go Ziam by decision. Just a lot rangier. And Nazim in his wins, he is super hittable. He's not the fastest guy. Bonfim was landing a ton early doors there. Ziam is 28 to Nazim's 31. So you could say Nazim's in his prime, but I mean, Nazim, sorry. Nazim, Ziam, it fucked me up for a second. But yeah, Sadykhov, he's really good. I like this guy. But Borshev landed a shit ton on him. Went to a draw there. Evan Elder did good. Like, people always land really good shots on this guy. Nick Motter had him in trouble. And I just think Ziam, so slick, doesn't get hit very clean often. Maybe a round 3 knockout for Nazim. Nazim loves a round 3 finish. I think he finished Evan in the third, finished the guy on the Contender Series in the third round. He is very good late. And when he's down, he might not be out. But I just think Ziam's too good lately. Looked really good against Mike Davis. Has great grappling and really rangy striking. And he looks like he has a lot of pop in his shots as well. Like, he's marking up people's face, and it's like, it's unexpected. But just with his range and stuff, fucking hell, I've actually got a bit of a Ziam build myself. Just with his range and stuff, we'd be popping. And it just hurts more than like a jacked guy. Look at me, I'm looking fucking like real grasshoppery today. Jesus Christ, I'm like that fucking mantis from Kung Fu Panda, who was very dangerous. So don't, just because I'm a mantis, I'm dangerous. All right, moving on to the next one. Enough about me being a grasshopper, whatever. All right, Maycee Barber and Ziam by decision, pretty clear. I'm kind of confident in that one. I always pick Nazim, always have, except Borshev. I actually picked Borshev. But Ziam, I just think Ziam is too good right now. I've been liking what this guy's been doing. All right, moving on to Maycee Barber versus Karine Silva. And I'm going to go Maycee Barber here by decision. Just being tougher, a bit of Aaron Blanchard. Like, she's going to swing hard and really go for it. Karine's not that comfortable on the feet, and Maycee is. Like, she doesn't care about taking shots. Also, Maycee's 27. She's very young in the game, only going to be making improvements, just got her fucking tits down, so that's sick. I picked Chukagian to beat Maycee Barber. She proved me wrong. It was impressive to beat Chukagian. I don't know if Karine Silva would beat Chukagian. Where is Chukagian? She's still around? Caitlin Chukagian? I don't know. But Karine Silva didn't even win her last one against Dione. Didn't beat Vivian Arawaho. I think Maycee Barber beats these girls. Just way more game on the feet, tougher. She's not going to get out-grappled here. Karine maybe has a submissions chance, but I really think Maycee Barber should win this one by decision. Very game. Like, she's a bit of Dern. Like, they're not that good on the feet, but they're throwing and they're ready to throw down. They're ready to throw hard. They don't give a fuck what you're doing. And she's not scared about getting taken down. So I reckon Maycee definitely wins this one. 29, 28, 30, 27. I'm fucking know. All right, moving on to the next one on the prelims. I fucking hate this fight. But Terrance McKinney versus Chris Duncan. I'm going to just stick with my guns and go McKinney. You could really see how this could go either way. Sorry. But like, Vucenic was schooling him in the moments on the feet. Oki schooling him in the moments on the feet. This guy's stand-up is not very good. Rebecca's not that good. And McKinney's so fast twitch. But I swear if he grapples, he's losing. And I'm just scared because he grappled Borshev and Damir Hadzovic, took them down and finished them easily. So I hope that's not thinking, oh, I'll just take anyone down. I don't see how you take down Chris Duncan and finish him there. Obviously, Manuel Torres did, but I just really don't see that. Strike first, McKinney. Light this guy up with wicked hand speed and power in your hands, and he should be able to win. He's 31, he's younger. It's not like he's fucking ridiculously old and super chinny. All right, he is super chinny, you've got me, but the ridiculously old thing. But man, I just fucking hate this fight, you know? Fucking hell. But I'm going to go McKinney. Yeah. Fuck off. I don't want to, though. Oh. But if I went Duncan, I'm going to go McKinney. Yeah. To chin Duncan in round one. Way faster, hits way harder, fast twitch, and he is a relentless finisher. Like, had Drew Dober in heaps of trouble. He's won 4 of his last 5 fights. But all 4 against fucking schmucks. Yeah. I'll still go him. Oh. You know what? But Chris Duncan beats pretty decent people. But he's just not that good. No, I'll go McKinney by knockout. Let's move on. I don't have a lot of time. We're moving on. McKinney. I'm going McKinney by knockout. First round. All right, Grant Dawson versus Manuel Torres. This one, I'm more confident in. You know, and this is a big underdog. Manuel Torres knocks out Grant Dawson in around 3 minutes, I think. Way too big and strong. Not going to get out grappled here. He's like a fucking phenom, cunt. Like a ginormous, muscly beast. He ragdolled Chris Duncan to the ground easily and submitted him in fucking what? Like a minute 40. A minute 40 just ragdolled him. So I don't see how Grant Dawson, who's never really impressed. Like, he's good. But like, I'm looking at Grant Dawson's wins and it's like, you've never fucking shocked me. Like Jared Gordon, Mark Madsen, Damir, Selecki, Rafa Garcia, Diego Ferreira. Nothing crazy. Where, what's Manuel Torres done? Nothing crazy. He knocked out Drew Dober in the first 2 minutes. Knocked out Nick Motter in the first 2 minutes. Like, he fucking just knocks these cunt out. Grant Dawson's not that comfortable on the feet. I don't think he has the takedowns to, take down Manuel Torres and keep him there. Manuel's going to have to fumble a finish. I don't think he's going to fumble a finish. He's knocking out Manuel. He's not going to knock himself out, is he? Yeah. He's knocking out Grant Dawson in round 1. All right, we're moving on to the main card. Don't have a lot of time here. All right, first fight on the main card, Jan Blachowicz versus Bogdan Guskov. I've switched this one as well. I'm going Jan Blachowicz. I was going to go Bogdan, but I feel like I was kind of just fishing for an underdog, and Blachowicz is the right pick. He's a crafty vet, very fluent on the feet. Watch back a couple Bogdan fights, and he is so good at catching people with his right hand, and he is fast and athletic with his little hands down style, but he does have a lot of bad moments. And when I'm looking at his last 4 wins, Zach Palga, Ryan Spann, Billy Alankana, Nikita, I think Blachowicz can mix in the grappling. And then you look at who old mate's been fighting. Pereira, Olberg, Magomed, Draw. Like, is Bogdan going to be on that level? And we did find out that Azamat Mirzakhanov was on that level of the Rakic's and stuff. So maybe, I'm really hoping Bogdan wins, man, because he's fun, he's cool. Who cares about Blachowicz, cunt? Who cares? He's 42. He's fought everyone he needs to fight. He's just like, if Blachowicz loses this, just turn him around against, the next guy, and he'll be fine. But if Bogdan loses, it's like, oh, well, Bogdan's gone, So yeah, please, Bogdan, win this one. I'm going to be rooting for you, brother. Knock this fucking cunt out. Not that Blachowicz is a cunt, he's a sweetheart. But seriously, I'm going to be rooting for you to knock this fucker out. Knock out Blachowicz, and what a spectacle that would be if he can lay out Jan Blachowicz in the first round or something, which is what I was originally going to pick. But then just feel like I was fishing for what I want to happen rather than like Blachowicz should be able to out-savvy this guy, I suppose. Maybe mix in a couple takedowns and leg kicks and just cleaner striking and outdo this guy and get a 29-28 decision here. Maybe he gets wobbled in a moment, I don't know. But I'm not that confident in that one. But one that I am confident in, Henry Cejudo takes on Peyton Talbot on the main card. And I definitely think Peyton Talbot wins this one. 5'10" to 5'4", 27-38. This guy's retiring. This guy's on the come out. The young eat the old, and Peyton's eating the world. Yep, shout out if you understand what I mean by there. But yeah, 27. And I really think he wins this one. Took that loss against Barcelos where he loses his O and he makes improvement. He was only 26 at the time. Like what, a 26-year-old loses his O. Now he's back and better. And I just think this is going to be the hilarious slide of Henry Cejudo. How the man retired on top, came back, lost 4 in a row and dipped. That is fucking pretty crazy, isn't it? To retire on top. Yeah, I'm going to walk away. I've done all what I needed to do, double champ. Comes back, loses 4 and dips again. Comes back only to lose. Like, what a fucking dumb cunt. What a fucking dumbass fucking cunt is Henry Cejudo. But I really think he's going to win this one. Barcelos is a big guy with good jiu-jitsu. Can Cejudo take the back like Barcelos can? Would Cejudo beat Ricky at this point? I don't even know, man. I don't think he's that good. People are rating his Song Yadong performance. He did fuck all. Landed a couple jabs in a moment, but that was about it. I think Payton's going to win this one quite handedly. Way too big to hold down. He will get taken down, but he'll be able to get up. He's got a really good get-up game, can backflip out of takedowns, and sometimes... When's the last time you've seen Henry Makhachev someone, Chimaev someone, implement his grappling, take the back? And I feel like he's been fighting good... Wait, I'm not even using this. Good matchups for him, like Merab, Aljo. Those guys aren't going to land good shots on him. They're going to try and grapple with the grappler. Whereas Song Yadong, I feel like he had nothing for Song Yadong. He just stood there and but did nothing and was just getting beaten up. And I also think Payton's a little bit more game. Like, he's going to go forward. Song was just waiting there for the takedown. Payton's going to go forward, put volume on this guy, and just win on damage, win the moments. Henry's going to have to, like, ragdoll Payton to win. And also, it's his retirement fight. No one gives a fuck. Payton's the star. They're going to give it to Payton. If it's close, it's going to be pretty close. He's not going to dominate Payton. Payton wins. Payton wins this one easy. Knocks out Henry with a knee to the face. Nah, decisions him though. But maybe wobbled him. If he knocked him out, that'd be crazy. And I know they're friends, so that's kind of cool. All right. Moving on to the next one. Another one that I really struggle with. Brandon Moreno takes on Tatsuro Taira. I need to speed this up. I'm going to go Taira. Here, I think he's got a piston right straight. I don't know, is it a left straight or a right straight? But he's straight as fuck. I could see him weirdly wobbling Moreno here. His back take is great. He's 25, so he's only going to be getting better. About to turn 26. Moreno's 31. You could say he's in his prime. But, yeah, I don't know. I just like Taylor in this one. Moreno gets his back taken a lot. That's how Pantoja won. Taylor is a specialist at taking the back. He only has to win 2 rounds here. And I feel like he's decent on the feet as well. Like, with his timing, he's very calculated and a bit low volume, but when he lands, it's with good impact. I could see him maybe hurting Brandon. I'll say that again. I could feel him maybe hurting Brandon. I've been flip-flopping on this one as well. Like, I could really see how Moreno wins. Just like he's too good on the feet and the grappling is good enough that Taylor can't establish dominance. He just gets picked apart a little bit. Like, can really see that. But I'm going to trust in the new guns and the new age of flyweights. And I'm going to go Taylor by decision. Taking the back, not being outclassed on the feet ever so crazily, and winning this one. Also, he's Japanese, he's young. Moreno, if Moreno wins, what the fuck do we do with him? Nothing. If he loses, we can do anything. So yeah, Taylor has to win this one, and he ain't losing to 2 Brandons. He learned his lesson, lost his O. Now it's the improvement time, and we're going to beat Brandon Moreno this weekend by decision, 29-28, losing the 3rd. All right, back takes and wobbles him in a moment. All right, now, co-main event. Don't have a lot of time. Ben said he was going to get home at 4:30. Also, just let you know my brother's name. It's Ben. There you go. All right. Pantoja versus Joshua Van. Not that cool, is it? and then my mum cooked and called me Lorenzo. Like, what are we doing here? You knew he was going to have aura when we were growing up. Ben Lorenzo. Yeah, it was up in the air. All right. Alexandre Pantoja versus Joshua Van. Joshua Van wins this fight, beats Pantoja, upsets the odds and shocks the world. He is 24 years of age, the best boxing we have seen in this division. The counter-striking is elite. And then fucking Pantoja runs in there like an idiot. Super hittable, slows down in fights, cuts up, marks up. And I don't know why everyone just assumes that Van's a schmuck on the ground. You haven't seen it. You haven't fucking seen him get submitted. You haven't seen him almost get rear naked. You haven't seen him get ragdolled. Everyone's just like, oh, he's only been doing it for a few years. Pantoja's going to ragdoll him. But you haven't seen that. But what I have seen is better boxers get the better of Pantoja. Erceg made it very close. His fight to win the belt against Moreno split that a lot of people gave to Moreno. I thought Pantoja won, but it was a war. How many times is this guy going to go to war with people? And he's 35, almost going to turn 36. and they're similar size. I really think Van's got this guy's number. Supreme boxing, better cardio, way faster. Maybe he hits a little bit harder as well. And he's dog tough as well. Like, this guy's a fucking beast, all right? And everyone we've seen him verse, he's outclassed on the feet. Even Charles Johnson, when he got caught, he was outclassing him. Like, this guy is levels ahead of anyone he fights on the feet. And I think if Erceg's getting that close, Moreno's getting that close, Royval's doing decent in the rematch, then he's not Kai. He's not Kai. Asakura and Kai France. Forget those fucking bums. But this is Joshua Van, who, as soon as we seen this guy, you knew, holy shit, this guy's fucking different. This guy's elite. Look at his stand-up. So yeah, I'm going to trust in that. It was just like Jack Della. I feel like this is Jack Della versus Bilal, like the grappler. Well, he should be able to win. We've seen Van struggle in the grappling. Not really, but no, there's something about this new guy with ridiculous boxing, and he is just going to rise to the occasion here. Pantoja's 35, coming to the end of his career. He can't just keep winning forever, and I really think this is the guy that can beat him. The fearless one, Joshua Van, 24 years of age, whole career ahead of him, and God, he looks so good in every single fight he's ever had. And I think his grappling is going to be up to par to fend off the submission attempts and stuff enough of the takedowns to eventually take over this fight in round 3 and 4 and close out Pantoja in round 5 via KO. Little combo against the fence, throws in a head kick. Remember I said that, head kicks in the combo as well. Round 5 KO for Van and Nu, baby. And fucking Nu. See you, Pantoja, you little boring ass cunt. No one wants to fucking... Sorry. But yeah, he is boring. I don't care. Not boring in the fights, but no one gives a fuck about him. Any of you watch his media day interview? No. I watch Peyton's though. I watch Van's. They speak English. All right, moving on to the main event. It could be any time here. All right, Van wins though, and I'll make an individual prediction and go in depth on why Van definitely wins. Beats Pantoja's ass. All right, Merab Dvalishvili versus Petr Yan, and I'm going to go Petr Yan here. Yep, doubling up on the underdogs to end the card, and Nu ×2. Petr Yan wins this one, wins 3 of the 5 rounds. Merab can have 2. Have him, you fucking sick fuck. All right, but I just don't think, like I watched the first fight back and God, Yan did good. He can do a lot better. And he didn't really give Merab a lot of respect in the first fight. Merab had a real, like, gotta prove them wrong mentality. Now he's the established champion. I've heard his media day interview. He doesn't really see a lot of, like, he's not getting up for this one. Like, there's no real reason. He just said, yeah, so what the UFC want me to fight, I'll fight him, get one more in, type of thing. I don't think he's like, this is the biggest fight of his life, which I feel like Yan, this is like a huge moment for him. He's going to be supremely motivated to get this one back against Merab, who he didn't take too serious. He was $1.30 the first time. Now he's $4. No pressure on Yan. Merab wants to make the title defense record. He doesn't really care about fighting Yan again, I don't think. And I think Yan's going to do better in this rematch here, throw a lot more. He knows this time Merab's not going to slow down. Like, I really think in that first fight, he was like, all right, I'm stuffing the takedowns pretty good. I'll take over like I always do. Like, you know how Yan takes the first round off and then just when it gets to round 4, you can't swim. Now he knows that Merab is just a fucking cheater, roid user who's going to have EPO for days and cardio for days. Now, I don't know if he's on the roids, but his cardio's insane. But he's just got to throw more, win these rounds on the strikes and the damages. He is going to fend off the grappling. No chance he's getting finished. This one goes the distance for sure, unless Yan weirdly chins Merab, which would, oh God, that would be so good. That would be really good. I want to root for my boy Yan. Fuck Merab. He can get fucked. Not that, yeah, he's a decent guy, but, and that's not the only reason I'm picking him, because I want to root for him. I really do think he can win this one. I think he's being, disrespected a little bit. People aren't acknowledging how good Petr Yan really is. There was once upon a time where this guy was the GOAT of the sport. It was a brief moment, but it happened. When he beat Aldo and then was fucking up Aljo, it was like, oh my God, this guy's a fucking beast. And then he threw that knee and it was like, we've lost 4 in a row now. That's okay. That's okay. But 32, he's 32. You know, Merab's about to turn 35. He's getting up there in age as well. And, like, he's not going to be able to hold down Yan. And Yan's just got to be more active. Like, he knows, all right, he's not going to slow down if I stuff enough of these takedowns. Stuff the takedown, body kick, combination, shoots again. Just go. You got to go, Yan. Please. Don't fucking lose this one by not throwing enough. I'll be pissed. And you don't want to see me pissed. Because I'll be mad. But, yeah, what else to say? Maybe I will make an individual prediction for the Yan fight. Look at the guns, cunt. The work's been working. Really gunned up. You can see a bit of markage. It's like I've been slitting my muscles. I've been slitting the biceps here. You can see that? Fucking hell, how'd that happen? But yeah, Yan wins. Yan wins this one by dominant decision, 48-47. Just edges it. Because everyone's saying, holy shit. Because everyone's saying, man, this one's going to be really close. I reckon he gets 2 of the rounds. Yeah, well, I reckon he gets 3 of them. That's all he's got to do. Wins round 1, wins round 3, and wins round 5 as well. Umar got very close. Sandhagen was doing very good. Yan can do that good. He's got the takedown defense of Sandhagen and Umar, and the scramblability, the pop-up. Like, Merab never held him down in that first fight. Never at all. He just needs to do more on the feet. And I think he's going to win this one by decision 48-47. And we're going to get Anu ×2, baby. End off with underdogs. And what a glorious card to end off on. Yan and Van as the champ. And Mairon, Santos. Also put this in a multi. The and multi. Mairon, Santos. Ibo Aslan. That's your second leg. Jalin Turner, Marvin, no, but damn it. Ferreira, Ziam, Chris Duncan, Grant Dawson, Bogdan Guskov, Yan Blahovic, Peyton Talbot, Brandon Moreno, Joshua Van, and Petr Yan. Like, there's a lot of Ans on this card. It's weird. Brandon, Josh Van, Petr Yan, Peyton, Bogdan, Grant Dawson, Chris Duncan, Ferreira, Ziam, Nazim. Yo, I'd have said that one. Ibo Aslan. Yeah, just thought I'd tell you that at the end of the video, eh? Oh, we'll go to 27 minutes and I'll fucking skedaddle. Oh, I've just muted my mic. Oh, no. Oh, wait. No, the mic's a fucking joke, cunt. Seriously, I don't know what's wrong with it. I plugged it into the laptop. It's ready to go. Apparently not. Can go fuck itself. And this is my new ring light. But this time it's got a phone thing in it. Like, what the fuck's that about? But I suppose it doesn't really matter. Yeah. All right, 27 minutes, skedaddle. And you know what? I actually don't mind this little layout. Like, it looks pretty official. So we'll see how it goes. It did good last week. Well, not on the views or anything like that. Oh, I'm leaving. See ya.